What do we have for Virgo, please? Seven of Wands, Leo energy at the foundation of the reading. Virgo, there's this energy that I'm picking up around the collective at the moment where you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed, almost as if you're disadvantaged in some capacity. And I feel that this could be in regards to something you're manifesting or a direction that you're getting ready to move in. But it's similar to the Aries reading I just did in that what I'm feeling here is a dip in the energy. It's one of these situations where you have a kind of fall or you feel like things are not going in your favor because you're getting ready to have a huge level up. This is very common, and a lot of the times we can forget that this is even taking place. But I feel that because of the transits that we're experiencing right now, this is what most people that are going through this manifestation process are actually experiencing right now. And you, being ruled by Mercury during this Mercury retrograde, are having to let go of a lot of old emotional and mental clutter that could be directly connected to a new kind of confidence that Spirit is helping you to step into on the other side of these retrogrades as a means to be able to pull through this manifestation. So everything is connected. It's like you have to take a few steps back to go forward. And again, this came through in the Aries reading. So there might be some additional messages in that reading for you. I feel like you're reestablishing some sort of order after feeling kind of confused as Mercury begins to go direct. Now, the main areas of your life that you should really be focused on right now is self-care, self-healing, just being there for yourself right now as you're going through any sort of physical and emotional healing. The best thing we can do always when we're feeling attacked is love on ourselves more. Be there for yourself. Now, there's also a message here that I'm picking up surrounding the need to release any sort of shame and any outdated belief systems as well. This is what these transits are really lighting up in your life right now. Simply put, Virgo, you're preparing for a big, huge inner reset. And what we're always going to feel right before this happens is a disruption. It's like everything's coming for you or everything's going wrong, or it just doesn't feel like things are going that smoothly for you. And the best way I can really go about explaining this is that you are finding a new path, okay? And when you're finding a new path, one like I'm picking up here, it's going to be one that has not been navigated by anybody else, let alone yourself, ever. So what this means is you're going to be going through a bit of rough terrain before things start to clear up and before you start to see the path present itself on the horizon line. So what do you do in this case, Virgo? Well, you just have to hold the line, roll with the punches, smile through the storm. This is the absolute best thing you can do. And I get that you may feel very overwhelmed and this may be difficult for you to do right now. But once you get on the other side of this energy, you will look back and things are going to be much clearer to you as to what took place here and why it had to happen the way it did. It's exactly like energetic turbulence. That's what you're going through right now. You're in a phase of deep inner reorganization as a means to prepare for what lies ahead. And then right on the bottom of the deck, wow, Star card, Six of Wands, Hierophant, Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Okay, so Star card. I mean, this is a perfect representation of what I'm picking up for you on the other side. Okay, so this sees you in the spotlight, but it's more the spotlight of what you're trying to manifest. You just basically make it. Six of Wands, there's a personal triumph, a victory connected to this. And then the Hierophant here is speaking about everything that we just channeled through. This is the reorganization. This is the structure. And it's also speaking about what I channeled through in regards to letting go of old, worn-out belief systems. See how these two look like they're doing some sort of ritual back here? I just feel that this is representing the reorganization, the restructuring of your energy. And then Six of Cups, so there's a blessing attached to this, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I just heard that this is a part of what Ten of Pentacles can be an energy, especially right after the Six of Cups, which can speak about a divine inheritance. Because in a lot of cases, the Six of Cups can be a blessing from the universe, and then followed by the Ten of Pentacles, a divine inheritance. Now I'm hearing that it's not everything all at once. This is putting you on the trajectory to it. And I feel that this is what a lot of you have been trying to manifest. This is how it always works. You start manifesting something into your life, but other things show up first. It's like you're trying to get here when you're here. And there's this area in between. So when you're manifesting, you don't just jump from here to here. You're manifesting this, but the universe is preparing this bridge for you by way of circumstance, events. These are the steps to get you to the manifestation. And this, quite often, doesn't look like what you're manifesting. You're like, I didn't manifest this. And the universe is saying to you, well, wait, hold on, Virgo, okay? We have to take you down the path. We can't just teleport you here. Okay, so we're going to have to take you through some winding roads. There's going to be different circumstances and events and people that you're going to have to deal with to get here. But have faith and trust us, like we saw with that star card, and hold on to the hope that you are going to make it. Because this manifestation, what you're facing off with right now, is the first step. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow. Ten of Swords. Gemini energy at the sacral. Okay, so here's the ending and here's the beginning. You have to end one cycle to begin another. Now, I feel that this is really speaking about the reorganization that's taking place. And Gemini energy, this is mental, this is the mind, this is communication. And both you and Gemini are represented by Mercury. Okay, Mercury's in a retrograde right now. And this is speaking directly on what I said in regards to the reorganization taking place right now. And I feel that it's really highlighting what I said in regards to the outdated belief systems surrounding you, your path, and how you perceive yourself moving forward. I just heard that very clearly. Okay, I just heard that a simple way to put this to you, Virgo, is Spirit is helping you work through all of this right now to give you a stronger sense of self. It's all about building up your confidence. Now, a lot of the times I'll get in these readings that doing shadow work allows us to show up in the here and now as a much more empowered version of ourselves. And this is what I'm getting here. It's like somebody who's doing shadow work, they're revisiting a time in the past or a younger version of themselves to try and compartmentalize and understand possibly an event or some trauma they went through to be able to show up in the here and now with a renewed sense of self and confidence. In other words, it's like going back in time, healing a past version of yourself, and the you in the here and now all of a sudden is showing up more empowered for it. And then right on the bottom of the deck, there it is, the Fool. The new beginning, right? Card 0. The ending leads to the beginning. What do we have at the solar plexus? 3 of Swords at the solar plexus. Wow, just followed what I said. So your solar plexus is all connected to your confidence. This is you being in full control of your reality, which is a result of you revisiting something. See how there's this shadowy figure right there? This could be representing the shadow side of yourself, Virgo, which we all have. It's like there's something there that needs to be addressed. You know, to give a really basic example of how this could be showing up, and it's going to be different for all of you, okay? But it's like finally making peace with something that maybe you've dealt with on your path. Maybe it's something that's been lingering around in the back of your mind, just rattling around year after year. It's bitterness. Again, it's resentment or something. And you don't really see the bigger picture and how this could be impacting your movements forward. So you get to this point right now that you're at. Spirit says to you, look, we're going to have to deal with this residual energy because you've done all this work on yourself and you've kind of hit this wall now. And in order to step up to the next level and to be able to go beyond this wall, we're going to have to get rid of this burden that you've been carrying for far too long. Think about what that may be for you, Virgo. There's probably not a single one of you out there that can't think of something, but you probably don't have to think too hard about it, okay? Now, when it comes to making peace with certain events, spaces, people, trauma, whatever it is, it's something that you just do with yourself, okay? I can't tell you how many people I hear who respond to similar things that I'm saying to now with, I will never forgive. I will never, ever get over what such and such did to me and what took place. And look, I completely get it. We've all been through this. I've certainly been through it myself. I still go through it. It's just a part of being human. But Spirit is really encouraging you to just be strong and step outside of this idea that you've created as to how you think you are supposed to show up to these things. Look at the grand design of your life. Look at things from a higher perspective. Look at your life through the eyes of God and then ask yourself, how would God handle this situation? Because what you are going to realize is that 100% of the time, no matter what it is, God, the divine source, spirit, whoever you subscribe to is going to communicate to you, it's time to let it go for you and not for anybody else. Understand that those spaces that did what they may have done to you or put you through, whatever it is that caused you to show up feeling victimized by that space, is limited in their perspective, their thinking. This is a very effective way, especially to look at people who may have put you through unnecessary traumas on purpose, something deliberate. You know, a lot of people hold on to these things for years and never get apologies, not realizing that the people who put them through those events aren't built to apologize because they're limited in their perspective around how life really works. So again, Virgo, for you, whatever it is, this is, I just heard very clearly, the final curtain for you. Once you release this, and as we come out of the retrogrades here, if you take the advice that we're channeling through for you, the energy is going to start to move. It's preparing to move for you. It's all a part of the plan, but Spirit needs you to respond. When you step, Spirit steps with you. You always take the lead. You tell the universe which way you're going, and the universe says, great, we got your back. There are many, many different timelines and outcomes that you have access to in any given moment that are all connected to the decisions you make. But the longer you stay navigating a path that sees you holding on to resentment and bitterness, the more the universe will amplify all of that back into your life. You are the programmer and your life is the program. So move accordingly and watch as this manifestation begins to come into focus on the other side of all of this. Now, the Three of Swords at the solar plexus position is speaking about everything that we've just mentioned. The Three of Swords is all about heartbreak and loss. Solar plexus is all about your self-confidence. So see how that heartbreak and loss is impacting your self-confidence and the way you show up in your reality, in your world. See, I look at trauma as a kind of filter, and say the way we interface with our life is through a lens. And we go through trauma, and all of a sudden we have a filter over our lens of that trauma. We can still live our life, but the color's a little different. Maybe it's not as clear as it once was. There's something residual there. You just don't feel like you're fully in focus. No matter how much you try to tweak the settings, you just can't get it right. But it has nothing to do with the lens. It has to do with the filter that's on the lens that you forgot was even there. What do we have at the heart, please? Five of Cups right there at the heart. Wow. What a card to follow what I just said. Leo, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio. This is a pretty dark energy we've got here, Virgo, I got to say. But it makes sense because it's not only confirming everything that I'm feeling you're going through, but it's giving us a very clear visual representation of this as well. Now, the Five of Cups is an energy that's really focused on what's been lost. It's an energy that's looking back at the past. And this cup right here with these two other cups, that's representing the past, okay? the spilled over cup, the spilled out emotions, whatever had you in this energy of feeling let down or a sense of loss and regret and grief. But then we have these two other cups here, which you're not even looking at. But let's say this is the future and there's a bridge right there, right? A bridge to the other side. And see how there's water running under the bridge, which can just be another way of speaking about, water under the bridge, just letting something go, moving on, letting bygones be bygones, however you want to put that for yourself in your situation. But there's no way this person can pick up all of these cups. They've got to leave these ones here and just move on with these two cups, which is just a metaphorical representation of what's new and what needs your focus at this time. And that's right there at the heart chakra. Now, blocked heart chakra energy is when you are holding on to that resentment and bitterness. So we have just gotten a really solid confirmation surrounding the messages we just channeled through. Now, blocked heart chakra energy doesn't always speak about that affecting your capacity to love, okay? It just speaks about something that's influencing, again, the way you show up, right? So the filter on the lens. You're not able to show up as the greatest version of yourself when you're holding on to something. A perfect example of this is when you are preparing to get into a new romantic relationship, or it could even be something in your career. Maybe you've just come out of a karmic cycle with a situation that really let you down. Now, you can quickly sabotage that new beginning by taking that unresolved trauma with you into the new dynamic, especially when it has to do with romantic connections, because quite often, without even realizing it, you can begin finding yourself punishing a new person who's just trying to be there for you based on what somebody else put you through, if there's unchecked trauma or there's resentment and bitterness that you are still holding on to. So place that as it fits. But whatever the case, there's something here, Virgo, it's very strong inside the energy that has got to go. And the fact that we actually don't have any cards on the table yet that are showing me the new beginning, for my readings, is actually very positive, because this is saying that Spirit wants you to put all of your time, focus, and energy into whatever this is first. This is the most important thing. And I would also go as far as saying that if there wasn't a new beginning on the other side of this, Spirit wouldn't even bother showing this to us right now. The message is basically, yeah, we got this new beginning, but we have to get Virgo through this first. This is the most important thing. I also have this overwhelming sense, Virgo, that Source is doing a lot behind the scenes in your life right now. So your faith is of the utmost importance right now, and I feel that it's being tested. Again, when you feel that your faith is being tested, when you feel those lulls in the energy, when you feel the dips in the energy, when you feel like nothing is going your way or things are beginning to fall apart for no good reason, you have to remember that these are your signs that something is preparing to come through. Right now, I'm seeing an archer in my mind's eye. It's like they're pulling back the bow before they launch the arrow. This is a metaphorical representation of what I'm picking up inside your energy right now. You're pulling back the bow, but you got to keep it steady. And I just heard timing is everything. And then again on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, but this is a completely different deck I'm using now. So we've seen it from two different decks. Now, the Hierophant here is speaking about these outdated belief systems. Okay, now we're seeing the Hierophant from the front and 10 of Wands. So it's like the Hierophant is saying to you, oh, wow, Hangman, it's time to let go of these outdated belief systems. You cannot take them with you where you're going. And then 7 of Wands, look at that. It's like you're making peace with your past. 7 of Wands, completely different energies. You're like, you know what? I don't need to fight this energy anymore. I'm good, okay? Just peace. I wish you all love. I'm moving on. Oh, wow. 8 of Wands. Okay, so for those of you that know tarot, then you know what this means after what I just said. Eight of Wands is the card of moving forward, moving on. This may as well be, this is Sag energy, which is represented by the archer. This may as well be the bow pulling back the arrow. What do we have at the throat, please, Spirit? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat, please? Is that the Hierophant? Yes, wow. And he came out. Unbelievable. Get some surrounding energy. 10 of Wands again from this deck. 8 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. So there's the new beginnings. Wow. So Page of Pentacles represents a beginning. Ace of Wands represents a beginning. Page of Wands represents a beginning. Ace of Pentacles represents a beginning. Okay, 10 of Wands. We just saw the 10 of Wands from this deck. Here's the burdens, okay? I feel like this is the energy you're in right now. And then 8 of Swords, Gemini energy. It's creating this self-imposed restriction. Emphasis on the mentals again. What do we have at the third eye? Whew. There it is. 8 of Wands. There's the archer. These confirmations in this reading are so heavy. Everything I'm saying is being confirmed immediately afterwards. So the Hierophant, again, for the third time, is you releasing those old, outdated belief systems. It's also representing the reorganization of the mental constructs of your mind and how you perceive yourself. And then 8 of Wands at the third eye, you're blasting forward. And see how we have the river right there? The river right there as well. It's like you're putting something to rest, and now you're able to move forward. And this 8 of Wands, whenever I get it from this deck, it almost looks like the archer here. He almost looks frustrated, just ready to get on with it. Because I feel that a lot of what's taking place inside your energy right now, Virgo, has to do with your perception. It's like waking up one day and you just have this light bulb moment and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been holding myself back because of such and such, or because of what happened here. It's like you are able to see things from a different vantage point. That's what this whole reading's about. And you see how you're being your own worst enemy by holding on to said trauma, said event, said resentment. Now, this is either happening for you right now or it's preparing to. I'm also seeing a vision in my mind's eye for a number of you out there. It's like you're just going about your everyday, right? You're in your routine doing things like you do, and then you just stop. You have to sit down because something has processed in your mind. Something has unearthed itself from the subconscious mind, and they culminate into this extraordinary download that is a kind of key, a key to a door that you are preparing to step into. And this perfectly aligns with the 8-8 portal, which is going to be taking place from the time all of you will be watching this reading. I'm recording this reading, well, today is the 7th. And then 8 of Wands as well. 8-8 portal, 8 of Wands. Seven, 8. It's like you're blasting forward. Leo, Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Sag. What do we have at the crown, please, for Virgo? Perfect. Strength, Leo energy at the crown. Look at this. 8, 8, 8-8 portal. During Leo season, Lion's Gate. And we get the lion at the crown. Unbelievable. There's so much synchronicity in this reading, Virgo. Now, the strength card speaks about your inner strength, and it also, of course, speaks about courage. Now, these are all working hand in hand to help propel you through this next season of your life. This is one of these energies where I feel like we're standing on the threshold, Virgo. This is everything that was and everything that's about to be. And everything that we've spoken about and channeled through in this reading is how you access this new beginning. It's not a matter of what you need. It's a matter of what you need to let go of. Everything you need is inside of you. But I feel that there's things that are built up on top of those things that you need to access that are what need to be released. I just heard the residual effects of a life that told you that you couldn't do it. And then right on the bottom of the deck, look at that. 4 of Pentacles. So unbelievable. This is showing itself right after I gave that message. It's like here you are holding on to the life that told you you couldn't do it, or whatever that means to you, right? The pentacles that you're holding on to so tightly is representing traumas, that residual energy, all the things that are not serving you moving forward. Simply put, it's just representing baggage. You know, Virgo, when I get messages like this, releasing baggage, it can be a little easier said than done because a lot of the times we're speaking about things that are deeply embedded. We're speaking about mental traumas and things you have gone through. But what I have found can assist in helping getting this energy moving is taking that message and applying it in a literal sense inside your everyday waking life. And there's no other sign that knows how to do this better. Organizing your own life can help get things moving in spirit, in the subconscious mind. If you don't know where to start, subconsciously or spiritually, just start doing something in your environment, and you'll be surprised at the downloads, messages, and or guidance that begins to follow soon after. And I'm seeing somebody sort through their wardrobe right now, just getting rid of whatever they're not using, whatever is taking up space. Now I'm seeing somebody clean out their garage. There's just so many different ways you can do this. I would go as far as saying that even if you're really busy right now, Virgo, you're going to see more advancement on your path if you just take a time out to reorganize your environment. I do this all the time. If I'm working on a new project and I feel like there's something stuck, I'll go and put my focus on something that is seemingly completely unrelated, but energetically it's connected. I'll go and organize another area of my life, and then I'll go back to that other thing I was working on, and then boom, things are just moving forward. So just some ideas there for you, Virgo. And of course, with this 4 of Pentacles, we have death right there, right? So death is saying, okay, hand over those burdens to me. It's time to let it go. We're bringing a death to that cycle. And this person's like, no, I can't let go. Death's like, nope, too bad. What do we have at the foundation, please? Wow. 10 of Wands. There it is, the card of burdens. Like I said, the cards are confirming what I'm saying after I say it. And look where I dropped it. Right on that 5 of Cups and this Hierophant. Letting go of the outdated belief systems, the old worn out traditions, whatever that means for you. And then here you are being encouraged to let go of whatever this is, right? Which it's probably all connected anyway. See how we have the Lion right there and right there? It's like he's trying to step up, yet he's carrying this, what looks like a marble pillar or a chess piece, right? Chess piece. Let's get some surrounding energy. What do we have at the sacral? 8 of Pentacles. Virgo, that's your energy. 8, 8, 8. Lionsgate portal. The 8 of Pentacles from this deck is talking about, can speak about cutting corners or, I just heard. Well, Virgo, you are the sign of perfectionism, right? Which is an absolutely wonderful trait to have. But what I'm getting here is an energy of trying to make another space more perfect than it needs to be when your energy needs to be focused on an opposing space that seemingly is unrelated. Now I'm not going to try and make sense out of that. Sometimes I just need to say what I'm being guided to say, and then you all unpack that the way it makes sense for you in your own life. But there is an energy here that needs your focus right now, and another area needs to be put in timeout, okay? Whatever that means for you. What do we have? The solar plexus? Wow. Hangman, letting go. Letting go of the heartbreak, the loss, the grief, the resentment, the bitterness. Ending one thing and beginning another. No longer carrying the burdens of the fight, but rather refusing to fight. And I just heard refusing to fight is you holding the line. Interesting message. It almost sounds backwards, but there is something sensible in there. I think it really just speaks about you holding the line in your power and not allowing energies to pull you back into a space that is going to impact your trajectory. The Hangman is also speaking about you seeing things from this higher perspective, right, through the eyes of God, that you need to sacrifice things from your life as opposed to you being the sacrifice anymore. You know, Virgo, I feel that you have found yourself in spaces where you often abandon yourself to serve others. It's like right now you're being guided to reclaim self-loyalty and your own emotional security. This is absolutely necessary. It's not selfish. See, I think that is what holds you back a lot of the times, Virgo. You start to feel like putting so much focus on yourself is being selfish, but if you can reframe it as it being for the greater good of your life as a whole, then it can make more sense. For example, this is just real basic so you guys understand what I'm getting at here. But I quite often get the example of a parent and a child on a plane, and they say that if for any reason that the oxygen masks fall down from the ceiling, you put the oxygen mask on yourself before fixing it on your child's face, because if you're fixing it on your child's face before your own, you could pass out from lack of oxygen. Okay, very similar to what I'm getting here. What do we have at the heart, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart? Wow, again. Look at that. Same card, different deck. Yeah, this just followed that message, okay? Because by not doing that, it's an energy of cutting corners and it blowing up in your face. Virgo, you have to make sure that you're taken care of first, whatever that means for you. It's like utilizing perfectionism around all the areas that surround your life, but not on yourself. That can be shadow Virgo energy, and this could be directly connected to what you're being guided to release. And then we have the Ace of Swords, air energy at the heart. So Sag, Virgo, Pisces, Virgo, air signs. Now, the Ace of Swords here is also confirming what we just said, because this is you thinking clearly now. You're understanding the mission. It's like you getting it. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. But it's like you couldn't see it before. There was just so much noise. But as you come out of this Mercury retrograde, I think that you're going to be approaching your life a little bit differently, Virgo. It's like you are the core of what keeps everything together. So it only makes sense that you are attended to first. You have to keep the machine that is you in tip-top shape. You know, for some people, this could simply come down to you needing to take time out of the everyday grind of your life, maybe even if it's just once a week, to focus on your health, your fitness, something like this. You know, the Strength card at the crown there is one of the cards that speaks about health. It's a card of good health, but it coming through in this capacity is really saying that this is one of the keys here. Putting the focus on an unrelated area from, say, the manifestation brings through the manifestation with much more ease, so to speak. What do we have at the throat, please? Ace of Wands. Okay, so Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Unbelievable. Again, just followed what I said because I mentioned that it pulls through the manifestation with more ease. And the Ace of Wands could speak about the manifestation. The Ace of Wands is an energy that says, I'm feeling inspired to create this new project. It represents your creative strength. And then the Ace of Swords here is the idea that you have. So the idea that you have for this new creative project. And see how everything is just coming into focus now more? It's because you've removed that filter off of your lens. Everything is just clearer now. And it's all the result of you attending to these energies right here, the way you're being guided to do right now. It's like now you can focus on the actual task at hand. And it's right underneath that Hierophant. Releasing the outdated belief systems, whatever it is what gives you a push forward. It gives you what you need to pull this through. We all have the ability to manifest what is in alignment with our highest good and what is actually meant for us in this life cycle. But what we fail to understand is that we need to become the vibrational match to said thing. So you're going to be guided to focus on other areas of your life to make you that vibrational match. A lot of the times, the less focus you put on the actual manifestation and rather put all the focus on everything around the manifestation is what pulls the manifestation through. It's like you prepare an environment for said manifestation like it's already here. What do we have at the third eye, please, Spirit? Boom, the Fool. And there's the new beginning. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. And it says right here, will and new beginnings assists with difficult and great undertakings. It's like the universe saying, hey, Virgo, you're making this way harder than it needs to be, okay? This is what you need to do. And look, there's the archer. There's another archer right there. Confirmation after confirmation in this reading. All right, let's close this out. What do we have for Virgo at the crown, please? The Chariot, victory, Cancer energy at the crown to close out the reading. Perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity, who is like God. And there you are, showing up as Archangel Michael, stepping over this beast. Now, the beast is just representing whatever this energy is for you right here. And then right on the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. So the most high vibrational card in the tarot. Queen of Wands, Magician. Okay, this is high manifestation energy right here. It doesn't get any higher than that. The Sun is the most positive card that you can pull. Okay, and it's showing up right here at the very end on the bottom of the deck. Now, whatever it is, Virgo, that you're trying to manifest into your life right now, it's here for you. In fact, the only thing that is in your way from being able to place this thing directly in the palm of your hand, whatever that means for you, is you stripping away and letting go of what no longer serves you as a means to raise your vibration to the frequency so you can actually access this thing. Okay? Now, Virgo, I feel that if you take this message that I've delivered to all of you here and you apply it into your life as you see fit, and you decode these messages even further for yourself to personalize this message to you, I genuinely believe that you will come out the other end with this manifestation fully materialized in your everyday waking life. All right, Virgo, this is what I have for all of you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and if you would like to support my channel, there are a few ways that you can go about doing this. Of course, your donations are always greatly appreciated, and I'm grateful for everybody who continues to donate to my channel. You can visit my online store where I have a whole bunch of things that I have designed myself, and I would like to extend my gratitude to everybody who has already visited and made purchases. Information for personal readings can be found in the description down below. You can also join the membership section of my channel for $2.99 a month, where I upload additional readings that are not available to the public. But lastly, Virgo, if this reading resonated with you and your path at this current time, please drop me a heart and or a comment down below, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care.